Okay, this is my final presentation of the Southside Church app. As you see, this is like the first homepage screen where you log in with your username and password. Then next after that comes just the homepage with all of your different ministries where you can click into which ministry you are looking to get into when you first click into the app. So we're just going to go from the top to the bottom. The first one is the Meadow, where you have check-in and class review. So the first one you would click on is check-in, and you come up to this screen where you can pick which students you're going to check in and walk up to the desk and scan in your QR code, and that'll print off your label so you can check your kids in. And it also, when you get done with church and you go back to pick them up, you scan in your QR code again to secure you and get you able to check out your child. The next thing is you'll be able to see what your kids were learning in class. It goes over their memory verses and Bible story, and the bottom line that you can remind them throughout the week what they learned. It's pretty much the same thing for the loop, which is just the older kids, with a few extra things because they're a little older. It's the same thing for check-in. You check in and check out the same way throughout the church for the kids. They have parent keys just like the younger kids, but this also has their memory verses because they're getting a little older, and so they have a memory verse for each week that the parents can work on at home, and then they get points when they go to church and can remember and recite their verse on Sundays, as well as upcoming outings like going to Chuck E. Cheese for the kickoff of the year or going to see a movie, stuff like that they'll go and do sometimes. Okay, then you have the brick, which is similar. You have the same check-in thing, and you have what events are coming up. That way, especially parents are able to keep up with what their kids are doing, and students have a place to look and see what's going on if they have forgotten. Okay, the next is Thrive, which is the ladies groups. So you have this where you can fill in all of your information and get put in a small group, which is our Thrive groups. And then the next page is like the outings or the events. So we have a ladies' night every month, and so this would be where you have the dates for that. Same thing for pretty much for the men's groups. They have the same application that you fill in to join a group, as well as they have warrior nights. They're less often, they're not every month, but this way you can stay up to date on when those are going to be. Okay, now this is the most complex area. You have Sundays, what's going on. The first thing is the worship, where you're sitting in the back of the church, and if you can't see the screen, you can follow along with what's up on the projector right there on your phone. And then when the service starts, you can have the bulletin right there that you can fill in as you listen, and that way you can keep it stored in your phone all week instead of trying to keep up with that little piece of paper. Then, at the end of service, when Pastor Jeff says, does anybody have any prayer requests or want to get saved or something like that, if you don't want to raise your hand or walk up to the front of the service, you can just fill it in right here and submit it, and it'll go up to the staff. And right here, you can pay your tithes. Instead of writing out a check, if you forgot your checkbook at home or something, you can just sign in right here and put in your information and pay your tithes and offerings right there. As well as later in the week, if you want to listen to the service again, they have it right here where they record it, and you can just log in and listen to the service from previous Sundays. And that is the Southside app. Thank you so much.